Okay, this is the other part of my video. Part 3, I guess you want to call it. This is... Let me get off from it. Look at all that. That's my 80 Blazer, 2-wheel drive. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos because I'm going to tear that engine down. It's got a head gasket blown. This Blazer here, at the time right now, the way it is, will pull 17 seconds in a quarter mile, which is pretty good for not having much to do. But I'm going to soup it up, do a little bit more, and see if I can get a little bit better time racing it. But right now it does 17 seconds in a quarter, which is, I've heard, was pretty good for an old K5 Blazer. So, this is a column. See, I tore it down to this much. Alright. I didn't need to do that, so that's why I have to rebuild all this. You can see here, here's a switch right here. That bar, turn it upside down. That bar goes in there, right there, and it slides back and forth, and that's what turns it on. If you have this off, might as well clean these up. Wouldn't hurt. This right here is the other, that's the piece for your turn signals. This is the one I took off right here. It wasn't bad. This end ain't bad, but this right here, this piece, but it's supposed to be another white piece that has all the turn signal stuff in. It was just completely disintegrated. You can see pieces of it here. It was completely broke out, so I had to replace all of it. Like I said, on the center cap, be careful when you pull the horn off, because if you see those tabs, don't break them off, because those tabs go into the steering wheel right there. Sorry about the trash, but I was cleaning out my Blazer at the same time when I was doing it. So, and it goes in there, and you take all them bolts off. Like I said, you got to have a puller like that, basically. They rent them, whatever. This, you see, all of this is in there. So make sure this right here is for your horn. All this is your horn. These right here are the little plastic pieces that are in there. Don't worry, you're going to break them no matter what. I mean, like you see in other videos, a guy talks about, there's no way not to break them. Just save that's on the screw itself, because that's what you need to keep from grounding out on this piece. Because if it grounds out, then the horn blows all the time. So, here's a little dust cover you got to take off. You just put a little screwdriver in each one of these holes and just pop it off. Make sure you're easy with it. Here's where maybe you can tell a little bit better. I know it's dark up in here. Like I said, sorry, I don't have... I did have a light, but I don't know what happened to it. So, here, let me see if I can shine some light on it. Okay. Now, here you can see all the bolts, see? There's a plate. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts. There's 5 bolts. On the top of the column, there's no bolt at all, so you don't have to worry. Pull those out. Then, like I said, up there, you pull those nuts off. Here's that bracket piece I told you to take off. You gotta take this off to be able to take this the whole assembly out right here. You gotta take that off. It's in a plastic piece right here. Just make sure that you clip it back in. It goes up underneath this little tab thing, and make sure this is in, because if not, you'll scrape on it and then you'll be tearing it apart again. And like I said, so in short, I tore it all apart. I didn't need to. Here's the shifting. Here's a thing with the shifter on it. Like I said, there's nothing to it. You take that piece off here. This goes up to your indicator for what gear you're in. It attaches like that. Some of them just clip, some screw. But like I said, that's all there is to that. And there's nothing to it. It just slides on there. You just turn it and it just goes on there. See, there's no big deal putting it on there. See. Oh, I'm trying to do it by looking through the camera. But like I said, you just turn it till it just shifts in there, and that's it. And there, that's all there is to it. There's plastic ring here, right here. It goes right there, right in there. Actually, it goes like that. Okay, but that goes there. Just make sure it goes back to the way it was. Alright, so that's all there is to it. Like I said, I'm going to get to the second portion of the video where I put this assembly back together and show you how to put the gears back on. Like I said, and then you put the cylinder back, then you put the cylinder in, put the screw back in, and then like I said, you put the whole thing back on, and everything to hold it back together, and put the screws in, because the long little screws, there's one there, there, and there. You take those 4 screws out, and like I said, that hub pulls off, and then this, there's nothing that holds this. It just sits there. You know, it just sits there. It goes in. You can see that where it goes in it. See how it hits that right there? This right here, when you rotate it, it rotates the whole steering wheel. The whole shaft in here, which in turns down there, makes the ship. See what it is? This, when you pull the shifter down, this that's up against it right there, it rotates this whole metal piece right here, which this metal piece is connected to the shaft, to this whole shaft. Alright, to this shaft right here. Alright, actually no, sorry, the shaft, it's not connected to the shaft at all. Sorry. That metal piece makes this, the whole housing, move, which in turns, which in turns moves that, that lever. See that lever? It's connected to the shaft. Okay? In order to take the whole thing out, if you wanted to, sorry, let me get this focused. I think it focused in there again. Alright, sorry. Take those bolts out. I just took one loose. Like I said, take one completely out. The other one I just loosened up over there. So, but in order to take this out, you have to take both bolts out. Take it out from the firewall. And come down here. And there's usually either one screw. This one's got 1 and 2. This got 2 screws. This whole thing slides up and the column just comes all out. You know, but you gotta disconnect it right there. You gotta take that lever out for the transmission. And then you just work it and spin it and rotate it and it comes out. But the lever itself does not come off. It's just that piece. So if that will help you That's way you're going to take the whole column out. But I'm not going to do that far. But like I said, I'll have more videos on me tearing this engine down and doing all kinds of doing stuff for it. So I hope this helps you. And let me get to that other portion of the video. So like I said, watch these videos. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. I appreciate it. I hope this helps you. Like I said, let me get to that other portion of the video.